tongue have cast out virtuous women. Sister so-and-so was so virtuous at one. She got caught up in that meddling spirit. She got caught up in that drama and her virtue. Now you just one of these old meddling, thirsty women, you know. And hag means witch. You know, I didn't know that. I heard that word the other day. And then I said, "Oh, that means witch, you old hag. That means witch." That's what it means. That's a slang word for witch.
Wow.
So when they was calling them women, you old hag, they called them witches. Verse 15, a backbiting tongue hath cast out virtuous women and deprived. That's what happened with Satan, with Eve. She was covered in virtues, but man, he got cast out. You know, whispering in the ear. Are you sure he said that? Are you sure? Don't you want to be like God? And she had, and Satan fulfilled that portion because these women are God.
You should not die.
That's right, boy.
You shall not surely die.
That don't mean your life wasn't gonna be hell, though. That don't mean. As soon as you walk out this garden, man, it's gonna be bad, man. As soon as you walk out that garden.
Yeah, God, come out the garden. You're on my turf.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I never liked you. That's what happened. A wicked person will start a fire of drama in your life. Just by these little words. Destroyed your marriage.
That's right.
You know, a lot of wicked people, men and women.
Virtues, virtues.
That's what happened to Eve.
Wow, come on, man.
And deprived them of their labors. Whoso hearken unto it shall never find rest,
right? And
never dwell quietly. Again, that's why the scriptures say they're hated in Sirach 22, Sirach 22 and 20. No, it's Sirach 21 and 28. They said they're hated. These people are hated, but once you get categorized and labeled, that you don't care. Smoke a cigarette, hey, drama.
That's right.
The stroke, 17, the stroke of the whip make it marks in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh bones. That's why that was a lie from Satan. It said, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt. It's a lie. That was deception. That was not just hurt. It said break bones. You got some, especially it goes back to people, and it's more so associated with people that you love. You know, most times somebody tell you something that this man knocked you down and they didn't touch you, but their tongue broke you. Ain't never been the same. I ain't never been the same since you said that to me. You know. So that sticking stones and never break my bones. That's a lie of the devil. That's a lie of the devil. The stroke of the whip maketh marks in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue, that perpetual wickedness, just beating them down. You know, I see a lot of men, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. I just beating them down. It's like haymaker. Nothing. You're weak. You're nothing. He just broke this on the ground. Knockout. 1, 2, 3, 10. Done. Through. She knocked him out with this tongue. Verse 18, many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many as have fallen by the tongue. Well is he that is defended from it. Boy, better put on that armor. Better go read that Ephesians 6. You better go have that faith of Abraham. You're going to need some armor from that tongue, boy. You're going to have to make sure your heart is on point. That's why the scripture say the heart is deceitful for all things. You can know it. You can tell somebody with a weak spirit, man, stuff to cut them down. You ain't going to be nothing but a prostitute, boy. Go out here and do what you're supposed to be doing. A pimp. A lot of the worst pimps that mouth, they ain't never hit them. Look, whore, you ain't nothing but a prostitute. That's all you was put on this planet to be. So go do your job, whore. Didn't touch it, didn't do nothing. But destroyed her mind with the words, that tongue. Many have fallen by the sword of the edge of the sword, but not so many have fallen by the tongue. Well is he that is defended from it, and hath not passed through venom thereof, who have not drawn the yoke thereof, nor have been bound in her bands. That's saying, man, blessed are you if you have not gone through the wrath of the tongue. the railing of the tongue. Blessed are you. That's what the scripture say right here. Blessed are you. For the yoke thereof is a yoke of iron, and the bands thereof are bands of brass. The death thereof is an evil death. Woo! This is how people, man, cause it hit you in that. That's why people, heart, man. Somebody's gonna just speak down like, just that words. You know what I'm saying? That stress. Somebody who always, a husband who's always disrespecting their wife, or a wife who always disrespecting their husband, disrespecting their children. Just break them down and just kill them. People commit suicide, just like, or some child. Some weak child, go to school, the bullies just they found out something about you. You only shop at Goodwill, because your best friend told them this, you know what I'm saying? And then, these weak children now, they put a bullet in their head.
That's right. Yeah, they'll get their own book bag, get their own guns, and go shoot the whole school.
They about to bring out their own version of rap.
That's what I'm saying. You call on me, I'm going to just kill everybody.
And you kill them death fire on your own self.
That's right.
Verse 19. 21. The death thereof is an evil death. The grave were better than it. You see how these things, who want to die? Who want to get eaten by or attacked by a bear? It said, man, the tongue is worse than them. Worse than a raging bear coming at you. Worse than death itself, the tongue. But this Sunday, they gonna be some girl. Guess what I found about Pastor?
Ain't find out nothing because whatever he was doing, they was putting on it.
Well, Pastor, they can find out stuff.
Pastor still something.
His new secretary.
Okay. You need to look at it.
He fired the last one he was sleeping with. 22. It shall not have rule over them that fear Yah. Meaning you're not going to be this meddler. You're not going to be this busybody. Neither shall they be burnt with the flame thereof. There go that flame. Be burning. Such as forsake Yah shall fall into it, and it shall burn in them, and not be quenched. It shall be sent upon them as a lion, and devour them as a leopard. There go that leopard again, that unclean animal. Alright, going down to 26. Look, 24. Look that thou hedge thy possession about with thorns, meaning guard yourselves against it. And he say, put up thorns. Put up some machine guns, Gatling guns. Hey, don't come over here with that. Sister Samantha knocking at your door, get away from us. We rebuke you in the name of, and if you're calling on Jesus, we rebuke you in the name of Jesus. It's the intent. Get her away, get that person away from you. Put up thorns. Light some firecrackers. Look that thou hedge thy possessions, thy marriage or whatever, thy children, thy relationships, thy finances, etc., with thorns, and bind up thy silver and gold, and weigh thy words in a balance, and make a door and bar for thy mouth. Meaning, like, sometimes, man, the best thing is like, man, let me take a moment. Beware thou slide not by it. What's up, boy, girl? Lest thou fall before him that lieth in wait. Ain't nothing but death at this wicked stuff. Ain't nothing but death at the end of this stuff, man. At death. And the bigger, the more important a matter is, the more the seriousness of the matter, of the consequences that might come up there. Some pastors, you start meddling in their business, man, they come to church, put a bullet in your head. I told that elder, leave me alone. Stop all this drama. Put a bullet in your head. You know? I told Brother Mike to stay out of my business. You talking about the pastor? And believe it does happen, man. Because he already got the devil on him. You know, he ain't really got, you know. Alright, now we're going to go to give some examples about this that played out in the Word. And I was talking to Brother Ron about this too. I decided to use this too because this on the aspect of meddling too. 2 Kings chapter 6. People don't like meddling. When I was putting examples, because I was like, man, that's a good meddling example. Because the king was hot. Who meddling and telling our business? He was hot. He was hot, man.
Who's snitching?
Who's snitching? Telling our business like this, telling my business to everybody. Alright, this is 2 Kings chapter 6, 8 to 12. 2 Kings chapter 6, 8 to 12. These are some examples about meddlers. Then the king of Syria warred against Israel and took counsel with his servants. So this is the king, the Syrians, saying, in such and such a place shall be my camp. So he's giving out orders, hey man, I'm going to build something here, you know, it's going to be what it is at this place. Verse 9, and the man of Yah sent unto the king of Israel, saying, beware that thou pass not such a place, for thither the Syrians are come down. And the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of Yah told him and warned him of, and saved himself there, not once nor twice. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing. So he upset because somebody finding out how do they know? And he called his servants and said unto them, will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel? And one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elijah, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. So the king right here was like, which one of y'all know this sellout's been up in here talking behind our back, giving the Israelites all our information? He didn't know it was the Holy Spirit meddling right here. You know what I'm saying? That's on a different level, but you know what I'm saying? But you see right here, the wrath, he was ready to kill one of them. One of y'all meddling. You know, one of y'all sitting by the Israelites talking. He was like, girl, you ain't gonna know what the king doing now, man. Like, you get it? The meddling ain't good. Now we're gonna go to another one. Matthew chapter 26. Nah, you know. Well, he couldn't if he did, you know what I'm saying? Right. But he was heated because somebody was in his business. You know? And on that grounds, he right that, you know, anybody upset with somebody in your business, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was the point of that, you know. Yeah. Even the wicked don't want people in their information. You know what I'm saying? Like,
in my business, man. Why you dipping, yo?
You know? That's why you know, when the people turn informants, they be looking to kill them people, man. Yeah. You know, you a rat. You over here just in our business, telling everybody. Yeah, there's many words for it, you know. Alright, Matthew chapter 26. When meddling goes wrong. Meddling goes wrong. Matthew 26, 14 to 16. Then one of the 12 called Judas Iscariot, sound like riot. Iscariot, went unto the chief priests and unto them, what will ye give me? And I will deliver him unto you. And they with him for 30 pieces of silver. And from that time he sought opportunity to portray. Okay, so there's somebody on the inside, about to do a little bit of meddling. Wrong type of meddling. 21 to 25. And as they did eat, he said, Verily I say unto you, that one of you shall betray me. We got a meddler in our midst. And they were exceeding sorrowful that they got a meddler in their midst. And they began every one of them to say unto him, Master, is it I? And he answered and said, He that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. But woe unto that man, that meddler, by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born. That's why the scriptures talk about, man, ain't nothing good that the meddler is going to be cursed. Ain't nothing good going to follow you. And this is to 25. Then Judas, which betrayed him already set it in action, answered and said, Master, is it I? He said unto him, Thou hast said. And a lot of people, again, I'm inside these churches, they were like, no, it wasn't me. He lied through their no good mouth. It wasn't me. I didn't say nothing. I don't know who it could have been. Girl, I keep secret. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. The damn devil, boy. Because they don't want to get exposed for who they truly are. The dang devil.
That's right.
You go to the devil, are you the devil? No.
Somebody gonna say that.
The devil's so no good, the devil will call you a devil. You ain't nothing but a devil. Call Yahusha. You a devil. You are of the devil, call it the devil. That's how no good the devil is. The devil will call you the devil.
Wow.
That's a bad thing. Alright, 47 to 50. And while he yet spake, lo, Judas, one of the 12, came with him, a great multitude with swords and staves from the chief priests and elders of the people. Now he that betrayed him gave them a sign, saying, Whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he. Hold him fast. And forthwith he came to Yahusha and said, Hail, Master, and kissed him. And Yahusha said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Yahusha and took him, because of this meddler. The meddler of meddlers. Speaking other man's business. Even though it was, however it was working, it was just prophesied for him to do this grievous act. But, this is the ultimate meddler. And once you come to the realization of meddling, you're going to be like him. You're going to have that, Satan going to be like, man, just kill yourself, man. You ain't no good. He definitely don't want you. You're a troublemaker. And Satan know that. Satan got kicked out of heaven. Satan know.
That's what you did. You can't go back with them now.
You'll never be welcome back.
Look, I can't go back. We take you to come back.
Satan got this passive aggressiveness, He don't want you. Because Satan he don't want me either. You know what I'm saying? Passive aggression. Misery love company, man. Ain't no need for me to go to hell in the pit by myself. Boy, as many as possible. Now we're gonna go to the last one on this one is Judges 16, verse 4 to 6, giving you these examples about these meddlers. And Yahusha told him it was better for him not to be born. The king in 2 Kings talking about you ready to kill whoever doing that stuff. So it's a reaction that goes with meddlers. Nobody like them. Right. Judges chapter 16. Yeah, the curse of the meddlers.
That's what my heifer. Come on. You know, talk with my heifer, it won't have to be.
That's right.
That's the power with my heifer.
That's
Wow.
Judges chapter 16:46. And it came to pass afterward that he loved a woman in the valley of Sirach, whose name was Delilah. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her, and said unto her, Entice him, and see wherein his great strength lieth, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict him, and we will give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. Same thing with Delilah happened, Yahusha happened with Samson right here. Where a woman did this, and he got paid with that silver. And Delilah said to the Samson, Tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lieth, and wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee. First off, you should be on guard. What? She just don't want to know where your strength is.
Yeah.
That's right. But she don't want to know it. She not just asking these curious. And then she said, so you may be afflicted. That should have. See, Samson was gone in lust. She just asked how to kill you.
He was done, yo.
She just didn't ask no, why are you so strong? Where are you getting the strength from? She said, where do you get your strength, and how do you take it away so somebody can kill you? That should have been red flags. That's another topic, but he was so inflamed in lust, he couldn't even see the trick. Blind in lust. That's why y'all took his eyes. Blind.
Come on now, you preaching again.
Hallelujah. 15-20. And she said unto him, How canst thou say, I love thee, when thou heart is not with me? Thou hast mocked me these 3 times. Remember, all she wanted to do is go meddle his business. Whispering some Philistines' ears. That's it.
Right.
And
You want to know me 11 pieces of silver from this woman.
no good woman right here. And has not told me wherein thy great strength lieth. And it came to pass, when she pressed him daily with her words, and urged him, so that his soul was vexed unto death. There go that tongue, more bitter than death. That tongue. All right. It's my hair. She vexed him. You read this? You talking about? She vexed him. You see people, you know what I'm saying?
She kept on dealing with
Nagging.
nagging at her.
Nagging. I'm talking about hard nagging. Vex just didn't bother. I'm talking about just real. And you see it like they do it on the movies too, and all the shows. A wife just vex her husband. You know, vex. All right. I stole the money. Just vexing. Alright. And that he told her all his heart, and said unto her, There hath not come a razor upon my head, for I have been a Nazarite unto Yah from my mother's womb. If I be shaven, then my strength will go from me, and I shall become weak, and be like any other man. And when Delilah saw that he had told her all his heart, he said, Girl, that's what it is right there. Girl, something bad about to happen. I got something to tell you. Talking to Philistines.
And my 11 pieces of silver.
I said, where my money at?
And she called for the lords of the Philistines, saying, Come up this once, for he hath shown me all his heart.
Yeah.
Then the lords of the Philistines came unto her, and brought money in their hand. And she made him sleep upon her knees. And she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head. And she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. And she said, The Philistines be upon thee. Dang. Right there. This wasn't no this secret matter, like where she, okay, before you wake up, I'm gonna leave. This whole there. And she said, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. That's a that boy, she giving Judas a run for his money, boy. That's dirty, boy. Samson ain't do nothing, but that's that, don't trust the wrong person. And that's what Samson did. And he awoke out of his sleep, so she woke him up. Philistines be upon you, Samson. Never liked you anyway. She woke him up with mocking. That's dirty, boy.
Come on, I told you this. This book be all about gangster style, man. I love this book, man.
And he awoke out of his sleep and said, I will go out at other time as at other times before and shake myself. And he wist not that Yah was departed from him. So he didn't know because, of the meddling, letting people know your business. You can't be doing that. And we'll go to really expunge on this matter of Micah 7 and 5. This is a side note. This is a harsh side note too. I will never say this is not an unharsh side note. This is a rude awakening, and it requires a lot of humility too. Micah chapter 7 and 5. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. That's some hard stuff, especially on the female aspect. It's talking about your wife too. Different translations talking about wife too. That females talking about your wife. Even with your wife, you gotta be like, hey,
I'll tell your wife everything.
Certain things between me and y'all, and you gotta trust. You gotta trust in that because again, Satan likes to come through a weaker vessel to destroy everything. Just like Satan did with Delilah and Samson, went through a weaker vessel.
That's right.
Just like Satan did
with Eve, a weaker vessel to Adam, man.
With Eve, just like Satan did with Potiphar's wife. Just like Satan did with Sarah. Sarah had these emotional. She was all over the place. Yah told her, "I got you." She said, "Whoa. Can't be true. Go into Hagar."
I'm 90 years old and he had nothing yet.
Yah didn't tell Sarah to tell Abraham to go into Hagar. That was her untrusting in Yah. So you got a lot of women, this is a very, and this is why, it also, the scripture say, wives be obedient to your husband. You gotta let them date ahead, you gotta trust that. That's just a side note to go well with Samson, because Samson shouldn't have did that. And the last two will be Proverbs 12.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
You say Samson should have did that.
Samson should have,
He should have kept his mouth shut.
He should have read Micah 7.
But it wasn't Micah one at the time yet. That was a couple of centuries ahead.
I know, man. But I'm sure the wisdom was there already.
Yeah, it was, man. It was there already. That was his vow before Yah. He was keeping his vow. You ain't gonna take your vow for anybody. You made a vow before Yah. That's between you and Yah. Not even your wife supposed to even know about the vows. That's your wife. You know why your wife was there, why you mentioned it. That vow before you and Yah, especially with Nazarite vow, man.
And Delilah was a stranger too.
That's right. She was a
Israelite
Gentile.
woman.
That's right.
So
that's for you. She was unclean. He wasn't supposed to be with her anyway.
She was a Philistine.
And Samson's father was like, "Hey man, can you not pick?
Mother, man.
Can't pick one of these Israelite women."
He said, "So sad. Ain't none of us are brethren." You know what I'm saying?
That's your liking.
Yeah. He went out with the first one, man.
So it's a very important, it take a lot of humility and understanding from men and women.
I already gave you another one, so I'm going to go ahead and speak that tomorrow.
All right. Proverbs 12 and 23. Proverbs 12 and 23. A prudent man concealeth knowledge. But, your own business, can't be allowing people to know everything about you. A prudent man concealeth knowledge. And we're not talking about in wickedness, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, I'm a bank robber from Virginia, or, I got a murder case in Santa Monica. We ain't talking about nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaimeth foolishness.
That's what you just did before you talked about the wise man concealed his knowledge. The foolish man was somebody I got kicked over them.
You gotta be very wise about what you put out, because you got meddlers, you know what I'm saying? And people might, post something, right now somebody will post something online, it's June is out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or they tell it to the right person, it's June is out there. Gone, like a horse, like a dirty horse. Right. Like they that thing going like they running for the championship. Yeah. Boy, they like some champion hounds, boy, just gone, boy. They know you ain't catching that. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Greyhounds, right?
Boy, it's gone, boy.
Wow.
Yeah, be careful with that. And last one gonna be Proverbs 14. Now that was on an aspect of men. This is gonna be an aspect of women. Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman builded her house. Good thing. This is that when Sirach, when they're talking about many virtuous women have lost their virtues. There's a precept of this. But the foolish plucketh it down, telling everybody your business. And tell the wrong person, ain't you? And Satan is in a lot of people. The average person, Satan is. The average person you talk to, Satan is right in there. You jump in.
He gets a fool.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It might just be a little bit, might be a lot.
Still got a fool.
The average person, and Satan need a little bit of information.
That's
I need a little bit.
That's all he needs.
Just a little bit. But the foolish plucketh it down. The foolish woman plucketh it down with her hands. And that's how a lot of women are losing their virtue. Because, once you start that fire of allowing people to meddle in your relationship, you have destroyed your own house because you have let the devil in. So that was just a lesson about meddling, and how wicked and evil it is. This ain't nothing to play with. It's the same thing that took down 1/3 in heaven. Ain't no joke. So, pray the lesson went out, edification, in the spirit of Yah. Hallelujah.
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 Wow. Thank y'all for the lesson today again. I never heard it like that. We talk about gossiping and stuff like that. Now we're talking about meddling. I'm glad we had a study about meddling. Being busybodies and talking to other men's matters and other women's matters and other people's situations in their life and what's going on. We need to keep our mouths shut. I just tell them they need to shut up, man. That's what I used to tell them, man. I even tell them to keep your mouth shut. Why you talking? Stuff like that. You need to be quiet. I like that, and some people get mad when you tell them to be quiet and tell them, then they say, and Minister Fabien, I'm talking about, they're talking about, why you judging? That's what came to my mind when you tell the people, man, you need to be quiet and you need to hush up. Because really you caring for their soul, man. You trying to, protect them, man, so they won't go to shaman, so she'll know. She'll own. Hell. You trying to hold out, you trying to protect them. They talking about, why you judging me? Man, you trying to help them, man. You trying to tell them, be quiet. So, great lesson again. I just thank God for the doctrine that went forth again. I'm serious, man. Got into Sirach, man. I had to give a little marker on that thing, man. I knew I read it already, but now I got a point again. So, you want to minister to somebody and start, being so discord, amongst the brothers. There's no unity. When there's no unity, man, I was thinking about that, I think it was today or yesterday. When there's no unity, man, that means y'all, he says in Psalms 133, he commanded a blessing. When the brothers go together in unity, he commanded a blessing. That means y'all want to bless you. But when it's discord, man, he can't bless that. You know what he's saying? He can't speak nothing about it. But tell you to go, man, turn his back to you, man. You know, and like you said, it's of the devil anyway. So,
girl,
you know,
that's the goblin devil, boy.
That's why you make you laugh, and that's one picture you hear all the time. And when they say girl, you boy, everybody like Zoom. It look like E.F. Hutton. Everybody wants to listen, you know what I'm saying? When E.F. Hutton, they be like, you know, that one commercial, man, when E.F. Hutton talk. That ear right out of wow, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I thank Yaku again for the Darbarine. And like I said, again, that's the reason why you come out on Shabbat, so you hear stuff like that. So women or men, if you're meddling, you need to repent from your ways. You know what I'm saying? You need to start keeping your mouth shut at least and clog up your ears. Put some, like I went to the, you know what I'm saying, the ear doctor today, man, Wilmington, talking about when I was on the ship, he said you didn't have no earplugs. You need to put some earplugs in your ears or something, you know, so you don't want to listen to that trash, man. You don't have to be there or do like I used to do, man. I just step off. You know, they start talking, just tip off. Tell them, where you going? I gotta go do something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just, you know, really, if you do gotta go do something, I gotta go do something. You have to listen to that. That's what I said. You have to listen to that mess. There's ways to get away from that stuff, you know what I'm saying? So that stuff won't and get into you, and then, like you say, get in your heart to sin, you know, to cause you to sin, you know, and then you be thinking about that stuff. You know, that's what Yeshua is always talking about, your thoughts, man. You know, you already know, y'all knows your thoughts from afar off. That when your thoughts get in you, then they start working with you. Like y'all talking about the mellow keys, one on the right hand and one on the left hand, whispering in your ears and stuff. Talking about, yeah, what you gonna do? But you already know the devious one got more control over you then. You know, it takes like 3 or 4 mellow keys of the righteous to really convince you. But the devil, he had to take one time. You ready to run and do sins. That's why it says your feet be split to run and do evil. Your feet be split to go meddling, to go talk trash about somebody or somebody's business. Now, if you have the melody of Yahusha and of Yah, you stay away from that. You shun the very appearance of evil, you know, and you won't have no business in that because you have Yah. Because you know Yahusha wasn't talking no gospel, wasn't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You look at all the Bezerah from Matthew and to Yakana, all the way through them, you know, even Apostle Paul, Saul, you know, he wasn't meddling, he wasn't talking junk, man, and a lot of the prophets, man, they wasn't meddling, you know, Musa wasn't talking, man, you know, but the meddling was Aaron and his sister, man, they were meddling, man.
Right.
Y'all heard that, he put a stop to that real quick. But again, like I said, that's a good way to put a stop or something. No, she didn't talk about the man of y'all anything like that.
Or any other metal.
Yeah, so again, like I said, and we talk about Korah too. He did that stuff meddling too. The whole camp, the 250 renowned men. You know what I'm saying? Meddling, talking about Musa and said, who was that? He said, who was that? It's very evil. We can go on, and I appreciate the sermon today with Minister Fabien, how he spoke about that. And that is very true, man. So meddling will cause you to sin, will cause evil, will cause discord, which the minister already spoke about, is abomination, man. That's what y'all can't stand because it divides. You know what I'm saying? And he already said, I like what you kept on talking about Sirach first, the Satan. And I never thought about that. It was done up there in Sirach before it came down to here. So we are like that. Our Father went through the mess already before we go through it. I like the way you shared that. That was hot. You know what I'm saying? I never thought about that. Meddling up there in Sirach already, man. That's crazy, yo. But still, I thank y'all for that. And again, if y'all heard anything, you know, you got any questions, you know, you got the phone number. Plus, if you're doing stuff like that, all you got to do is repent and turn. If you're not right with Yah, if you're not born again in the water and spirit, you're not a child of Yah. You might be a child already through Abraham covenant, but you're not a child of Yah. The first son, you be part of the second son through being born again. Yes, this time since Yahusha come, the only way you can be of Yah now, you'll be born of water and in the spirit. So if you ain't been born again, you know, like I said, you got any questions, give us a call, and I can go through the dark green so you may get born again, you may get washed by the blood through baptism in Yahusha's name. We talk about that, and you may be filled with the rock of just might have the presence of Yah in your life. All right, to all the churches of Burundi, your pastor, your bishop says salutations to you, and I should be there about 40 days, about 30 days. I'm on my way to Burundi, ready to preach the Resurrect to y'all again. I'm excited. They got me about 3 weeks to a month, and I'm praying that we be able to do big things up there in Burundi. You know, I'm praying that, you know, I can talk to you more. I'm praying to see more souls going down in the water in Yahushua's name. I'm praying for more understanding. For me, this is my second. There's no more visitation now. This is my second trip in Burundi. Now we could talk about some things. That's why I'm excited about it, because this is my second trip. All that business stuff is done with. Now let's get down to the meat of the matter. It's time to get down to the Bezerah, the gospel of Yeshua. It's time to get down to the mainframe of the house of Yah. So that's one thing I'm excited about like that. And all the pastors and stuff in India, I say salutations to you. And all TV land, may y'all bless you and keep you. May y'all make his face shine upon and be gracious to you. May y'all live this constant upon you, give you peace in Yahushua's name. May y'all make it ride on the high place of earth and feed your head to Jacob, with the head to Yosef, with the head to Abraham, for the mouth of y'all spoken, for the mouth of y'all spoken in Yahushua's name. Amen.